hello, welcome. Welcome to friends who are joining live. We are live. We are live. I have to be careful with the necklace and the microphone situation and the hair in the microphone. It's a lot to manage. What can I say? But I'm using Reiki to hopefully help me manage that. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Welcome. What day is it? It's Friday. It is day 7 of the 40 days of Reiki. Welcome. My intention with the 40 days of Reiki is to educate, inform, inspire, and intrigue you about Reiki as a tool, as a modality for healing in mind, body, soul, and spirit, as well as a tool, a modality, and a path of spiritual awakening, because it is both. It is not just healing, and it's not just a path to enlightenment or a spiritual practice. It is certainly both and can be fully harnessed and utilized as both. And the longer I work with Reiki, the more I'm coming to realize that and step into that awareness and fully utilize all that Reiki has to offer. It's so exciting. Some announcements before we dive in. Just to let y'all know, I'm alternating live streaming during the 40 days of Reiki. On days I'll be here, then the next day I'll be on YouTube Live. My YouTube channel is Taylor A. Norris. I will post this video there. Afterwards, this will also be on my IGTV at Joyful Raw Life. So today, obviously, we're on Instagram Live. Tomorrow will be YouTube Live, and I'll keep flipping back and forth for the entire duration of the 40 days of Reiki, which will be spanning the Lenten season in celebration and honor of Jesus. Jesucristo in the house. Eleanor in the house. Mom's in the house. Cecilia Stapler's in the house. Hydro Farm Kalamata. Ooh, are we coming from Greece here? Who else is in the house? Some shout outs. Happy Abs. Caps Interiors. Flavia Campos. Yeah, lots of friends coming in. Welcome to everyone coming in. I was just announcing that I'm alternating days where I live stream for the 40 days of Reiki. Thanks for coming, Eleanor. I see that you can't stay, but I appreciate you being here. Be White is in the house. I love it. I love everyone coming in. This is awesome. All right, so also more announcements. I'm offering a free mini course, The Best Kept Secrets of Radiant Health and Spiritual Awakening. That is on offer to my email list. It is free. You can go ahead and sign up for that. The link to that is in my bio, or it's in the description if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact. What else? Oh, exciting. Okay, so I scheduled my first Reiki classes that I'm going to be teaching, Reiki 1 and 2, Holy Fire Energy, Holy Fire 3, it's like super upgraded, powerful energy, Usui Holy Fire 3, Reiki level 1, Reiki level 2, and in that class you learn how to give yourself Reiki and share Reiki with others. And at that, after you receive that training, you'll be like legit to like give Reiki to other people, which is pretty cool, and like call yourself a Reiki practitioner. So there is a sign up for the wait list. That link is in my bio, and it will be below in the YouTube description. So very excited. I'll be offering Reiki 1 and 2 online, so to everybody everywhere in the world can take part and participate, and that will be in May, in like mid to late May. So super excited. Hey everyone who's coming in, Straight Up Juices, what's up? Be Well-Being, Raw Natural Living, Hey, C88, y'all. Okay, we're just getting started. So we're first gonna tune in. Hey, Susan, you figured out Hawaii time. Right on, sister. Yeah, so it's 12:09 Hawaii time. Let's get started with the invocation, which is like a guided meditation, and that's how I start all of these. It's short, so you just hang in there for a couple moments. It is an opportunity to receive some Reiki healing energy, but if you don't want the Reiki healing energy, it ain't gonna come to you. So it is all good. And there are certain words in this that might trigger, might be good resonating words, or might be like, oh, that's not my word. Just allow the experience to wash over you and don't worry about it. So we'll go ahead and get started. And if y'all could just go ahead and close your eyes and start taking some deep breaths, long, slow, deep breaths. And tune into your body, coming into your sacred temple, your sacred safe space, your container of love and light and living intelligence. The only place you truly call home right now. And you can place your hands comfortably on your body. The light of Reiki fills the air that you breathe. Your breath fills your body with the light. As you breathe in the light within you wakes up. The light within you is revealed. The power of divine love fills your breath and is revealed at the core of your being. The power of the divine mind fills your breath and is revealed at the core of your consciousness. The power of the divine heart fills your breath and is revealed in the light of your heart. The power of the divine earth fills your breath and is revealed in your body. The power of God fills your breath, and the power of God is revealed in you. The power of your Holy Spirit is revealed within you. Look inside and say thank you to you. Appreciate you and how deeply you love. Together we say thank you to the divine ones who join us. We invite your divine guidance, healing, and empowerment. Aho, amen, namaste, and so it is. Thank you. As a child of God, I claim my power and purpose as a servant of God. I demand that all darkness leave me and all who are present and watching this after the fact immediately. I ask that Archangel Michael place me and all who are present and watching after the fact in his blue bubble of protection against all darkness. We're good. We're hanging in there. We're in a safe bubble of protection here. The vibes are high. I see more friends have joined us. Hello, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Being open to this, being interested, tuning in, taking time out of your busy Friday to learn something about Reiki. And in honor of that, I just want to allow you, invite you, give you permission, empower you, encourage you, if you feel drawn, to drop any questions in the comments at any time. While we are live today, any of your Reiki questions, Reiki comments, thoughts, anything, those are welcome in the chat. You're also more than welcome at any time to DM me, to comment, and ask your Reiki questions there so that I can address them in these 40 days of Reiki. Because, right now it's like I'm just sharing a lot of what I'm being guided to share, what's coming through. And I'm also very much open to, seeing what you guys and gals and everybody wants to learn about so that I can share and honor what you're interested in as well. Because I'm having ideas all the time. Like, there is no shortage. I'm not asking you to ask me questions just because I don't know what to talk about. It's like, I got more than enough to talk about. But if there's something in particular that y'all want to know about, you can ask me that question. I'm going to take a sip of this, see if y'all have any questions, and if not, we'll just get on with what I have planned. Which is very exciting stuff, by the way. And if you're curious, this is celery and cucumber juice. It's awesome. All right, I see we don't have any questions at this time, so I'm going to move into what was coming through as important for me to share about today, and that is the power of distant Reiki. And distant Reiki is evoked through a symbol, which I will teach in my Reiki 2 course. And I'm asking for Reiki related questions, so I'm not going to answer non-Reiki related questions in this live. But thank you for asking and sharing. I would, encourage you to tune into your heart and discern what feels right to you, in making that choice. Because you already, you know the answer. Okay, here's how we can relate that to Reiki. Reiki, I was reminded last night because I was watching my Reiki teacher. She was sharing something on YouTube. The Reiki, the Holy Fire Usui Reiki that I know, that I have my training in, that I teach and work with, it's all about going from the outer authority and giving your power away to an outer authority, and always looking to an outer authority for answers, and feeling empowered to start accessing and tuning into your inner authority. Right? I talked about this a couple sessions ago with the horse giving me the message about stop looking outside of yourself for a guru. Well, that was very much my language interpretation of this Reiki message, that is, stop looking outside yourself for an outer authority and start connecting with that inner authority. And Reiki is a bridge, is a tool, is a healing process, is a path that really teaches and empowers that at a very deep, visceral level. So there's that. I was also reminded in watching my teacher that Holy Fire Reiki is an extremely shamanic form of Reiki, which I think is why I was drawn to it, certainly. And many who are drawn to it, because many of us have these latent shamanic abilities within ourselves often. And I think that's important to say, because what I'm talking about distant Reiki, okay, sending Reiki through time and space, working with Reiki as a self-forgiveness tool across the span of your life, across the span of any past lives, using Reiki as basically like a time travel device, to go back in time and send healing to yourself, send healing when you needed it the most during your darkest times, okay? There is an opportunity and a space to use it like that. And that all is evidence, is, the manifestation of this Holy Fire Reiki being extremely shamanic, because shamanism is a way to connect with other realities, with subtler realities, to have a more fluid experience of time and space, to not be so trapped within the confines of a 3D material reality, but suddenly have access to non-physical beings, to non-physical realities, to other levels and layers and subtleties to this reality. Other dimensions is another way you could conceptualize it. Different realms. People talk about like the astral realm, for example, or the fifth dimension, or the fourth dimension, or the fourth density, or the fifth density. Shamanic paths and this particular kind of Holy Fire Reiki really gives you access to those realms, and working with a particular symbol which is taught in Reiki 2, which I'll be teaching in May. Woo, woo, super excited. One of the symbols is a distance symbol, and it really empowers you to work across time and space, as you're intuitively guided. And I wanted to share, a lot of all of the Reiki I'm doing right now is actually distant Reiki. Right after my Reiki 1 and 2 training, I was, that was in the C virus times where we could actually like be around groups of people and touch people. And I was sharing a lot of Reiki in person, at these huge psychic fairs, at events, and then also in person, one-on-one sessions. And that was really cool and really visceral. And, I was using the distant Reiki symbol some as I was intuitively guided to do in my own healing specifically. So I was basically giving in-person hands-on sessions to other people, but then I was working with distant Reiki in myself. And how that was coming up for me was actually sending Reiki, using this symbol, to go back in time to my darkest moments. Yeah, here, have a little beat beat blast there, Jen Mac Demi. I do offer one-on-one sessions if that's something you're called to, and I will be teaching a Reiki course. So I used Reiki to really heal myself and to heal my perfectionism, y'all. To heal how hard on myself I've been, and sending Reiki back in time to those really, really dark moments. I mean, maybe some of you can relate. Maybe you're living through a really dark moment right now. And, Reiki is a tool to really support yourself during those dark moments. I've had a lot of them in my past, as I keep referring to. And I remember, always feeling like there was this kind of light at the end of the tunnel. Like there was something reaching through time and space. Love, this loving light energy was reaching through time and space and saying to me, Taylor, just hang on, just keep going. It doesn't make sense now, it's going to make sense later, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on this life. Don't kill yourself even, okay? I'm talking about some hardcore suicidal moments where I was like, why am I alive? This sucks so much. This is so hard. This is not what I signed up for. I want to wake up tomorrow morning and be on a different planet, okay? I was having a lot of that happen. This was in my late teens and early 20s. Hard freaking times, okay? A lot of different suicidal times. A lot of severe, serious depression times. Anxiety times. Dark night of the soul. A lot of psych meds, a lot of therapy, all the things. So I've been able now, empowered with Reiki, to shine that healing light back to myself. And in doing so, remembering the truth that we're the ones we've been waiting for. We are our own healers. We have the ability to help ourselves and others through time and space. Okay? We're not limited. We're not limited by that. You can't help someone who's already died. You can help someone who's already passed on, right? You can help your former self. You can go back through time and space and heal something from the past, okay? It's really cool and really trippy. I'll give y'all another example of how this took place. This actually took place when I was at my Reiki 2 training. So I went back to my hometown, Monroe, Louisiana, and I was taking my Reiki training there, and I was staying at this Airbnb, super cute, in part of downtown. And it was interesting. I chose that one because it was right across the street from the building where I used to work. And it was in that area of town where I used to work. And this was a job that I did not like. It did not resonate at all. It was just a paycheck. It was just it was me trying to please someone else and be on someone else's agenda, while also like bringing in a paycheck so that I could start health coaching, that I could start doing my juice business, that I could start doing my kuleana and my dharma, what I'm actually here to do. That job was not what I was there to do, but it was a paycheck, and it was something I had during really dark, hard times. And as I was doing yoga in that Airbnb in the morning before attending my Reiki class that afternoon, I was listening to music, which we'll have to go into music as a healing modality too. I'll be doing that actually in my course. I don't know if I'll talk about it as related to Reiki, but actually it is super related to like everything. But I was listening to music, healing music, as I practice yoga, while activating this Reiki symbol and working with distant Reiki across time and space. And I was having all of these memories and connections back to, this was in 2019 during my Reiki training, back to 2016 when I was working that job and going through a really, really hard time. And I was realizing that I was there staying at that Airbnb in that building to send energy back to myself in that really dark time when I was like, oh, like life is so hard. Oh my God, what am I doing? I need guidance. I need support and power and strength to get through this because, you know, I was going through a lot emotionally. There was a lot of changes in my family. I had just chosen like a drastically different life path and like made choices in my life that now make a lot of sense. But at the time it was like, it was a lot to swallow. You know, maybe some of y'all can relate, but when things seem to fall apart in your life, you know, you receive guidance to do something, you take a big leap of faith, it doesn't turn out exactly how you thought, and then you're going back and like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that, and like, oh my God, I left this secure path for this like heart-guided path, and then the heart-guided path isn't really panning out, or like not quickly enough, or not in the form that I thought it would take. And then you're second guessing your guidance kind of thing. Maybe some of y'all can relate to this, maybe not. Hopefully, I bet some of y'all can. So there was a lot of that, and that was all just being healed. It was all being healed. It was like the whole big picture was coming together more and more. And just the fulfillment and satisfaction of knowing that, like, again, I was the one I was waiting for. I was the one who was like shining light back to myself during those dark times, helping pull me through them. That it wasn't some like, you know, external higher force. It was like, it was an external higher force that was coming through me, my vehicle, through time and space, and helping me go from point A to Z and like, and get through those challenging times. So that was a super empowering, healing, like deep, profound experience that felt amazing. It felt really, 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 really good to help and support myself. And in doing this for yourself, you know, you're holding space for yourself to heal. A lot of self-forgiveness comes through this, right? So a lot of us are working with problems with self-love. And, you know, and instead kind of feeling a lot of self-hate, a lot of self-criticism, a lot of self-judgment, self-doubt. Oh my God, I wish I was another way. You know, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be acting like this, I should be acting like that. You know, why am I like this? Or, you know, like I want to change this aspect of me, but I don't really know how. And like, you know, all of this like self-denial kind of stuff. Well, Reiki really helps heal that stuff and really helps you start cultivating more self-love, more self-forgiveness, more compassion for yourself throughout time and space. Once again, like healing. Like another thing I will mention here, and this is kicked in next level for me, is that Reiki really helps me see the bigger picture in my life. really, really helps and continues. Like, I was like almost in tears this morning when I was practicing yoga. Again, yoga really meshes well with all of this, because like as you open up your body, you're like healing different traumas and blockages in the body, and then Reiki is bringing in like different downloads for you to like realize and become aware of if you hold that space for yourself and call in Reiki and like bring a curious beginner's mind to these kinds of things. But one of the things I'm realizing more and more is Reiki does bring that big picture awareness to you, and can be so healing, because something that seemed like a like cut and dry mistake, like a big life regret, like something you like flubbed on big time, Reiki can kind of put it in the perspective of the big picture, and you can start to see the wisdom in those so-called mistakes, that sometimes it was like the exact perfect part of your path that now makes a lot of sense, and actually like a lot of good comes from that mistake or came from that mistake, and like actually it had these negative consequences and like temporary like devastating impact, but like it actually also like it helps you see things on balance, is what I'm saying too. It also had like all these positive things, and is actually was part of setting you up for exactly where you are now and like what you're stepping into now. So that again can heal that kind of perfectionist, like self-judging, self-criticizing, self-doubting, and that self-doubt is paralyzing. That's like the quickest way to shut down your inner guidance, is to just be doubting everything that's coming from your inner guidance, and not being able to discern what your true heart inner guidance is from some of the voices that are those critics and judges and being hard on yourself voices. So those will be so loud that you can't even hear the guidance. It's like, nah, you are doing a good job. Like, yeah, keep trusting. No, that leap of faith like was good. No, it didn't turn out how you thought, but like it was good at like severing this whole life timeline trajectory that was not the right one for you. But like, when you take a big leap of faith, often it's like, things, they don't go exactly how you plan, right? That's part of the leaping, it's a leap of faith. And like something that like I did back in 2015, huge leap of faith I took, like now it's making so much sense. And I'm like, oh my God, like, go girl. Like, thank you for doing that. We wouldn't be here now on this path we are now had you not done that and gone through, a couple like few years of like really hard stuff dealing with the aftermath of that leap of faith. But now it's like the faith part is coming through, and like the beauty and the manifestation and the things, unfolding exactly as they should in this like divine cosmic order. All that is becoming very clear. But man, it was a rough landing there for a while. So again, these are examples of how that distant Reiki can really, really help bring a bigger perspective to our lives. So happy you found this live. Outer Space 707. I'm a big fan of outer space, and I'm also a big fan of numbers, and like, 777, 707, things that repeat and all of that. So definitely, I'm glad you found this live too. Yeah, numbers are sacred, super sacred. Whenever I'm like counting, I'm like going for like the 11s and the 22s and the 33s and all of this. So yeah, numbers are awesome. Numerology is so cool. Yeah, life path 7 in the house. I'm a life path 8. Yeah, good times. Life path, numerology is super interesting to get into. So, what else here? All right, I didn't really start working with Reiki, distant Reiki on other people until the C virus times, really. That was that really has like next leveled the need for distant Reiki. And what I want to share about that too, when you're giving distant Reiki to someone else, like in all my sessions now that are happening online, on video, I'm connecting like this. You can see me, I can see you. And, you know, in a given distant Reiki session, like we have a chat before, you know, learning about what your chief concerns are, any kind of prior Reiki experience. And then, you know, I ask you lay down, put on some soothing music, and basically just relax, close your eyes, allow yourself to relax. And, you know, then I do like a similar invocation, prayers, connection, and then I can really go deep and like I use some of my Reiki master skills to like remove entities and blockages and clear energy and just really invite like the high level advanced work to happen, using a lot of it using the distant Reiki symbol, but also a lot of the other symbols too. And because they're all awesome, freaking phenomenal. Oh my God. And so what I've discovered with the distant Reiki, so we're not in person, I'm not touching them, like I haven't even met these people in person either, like that's not needed. And the Reiki sessions at a distance have been like as powerful, if not more powerful, more cosmic, more freaking rad than even the in-person sessions. Really, really, really powerful, because the Reiki energy is conscious life force energy. It goes wherever it's needed. If I think, you know, what Chelsea eats, like, and I know where you are, and like I could send it to you, given that you've given me permission to send it to you, like it's not a problem. The Reiki goes, it knows where to go. It'll instantly transmit and connect and plug in. And then what's also very cool, it'll go wherever in your body or in your etheric field, wherever that weak spot is, wherever it's most needed, and start working right on there. Even if I don't in particular field up here, right? You wouldn't have known that necessarily, but the Reiki will go exactly where it's needed. And then I, as the practitioner, I'm just watching it. I'm just observing. I'm observing what God I connect. Yes, we're back. I'm so sorry. Internet started raining here, and I guess we had like a moment of it not working. So we're back. All right. So I was just saying how I'm observing the Reiki, like the real Reiki masters. Like I'm the human Reiki master, but it's really the non-physical beings in my perception and experience that are doing all of the work and really bringing that Reiki energy through to perform the etheric surgery that's needed. And, you know, repairing a hole in the etheric field, I mean, that might sound really abstract, but that could heal your physical, you know, your appendix, or, you know, have like a direct physical manifestation. I was talking yesterday about curing kidney disease, end-stage kidney failure with someone, one of my clients, one of my first clients. And, you know, there was also, it was like all this like different traumas that were being healed, and like past life things, like very more spiritual things that were being healed, and like negative entities removed and energies removed. So a lot of deep spiritual healing, more subtle etheric things going on, But having a direct physical manifestation where the physical illness, the medical condition, then is cured because of the spiritual healing that was taking place. So another thing with the distance symbol that came to mind when I was thinking about sharing about it was Reiki and karma. And some say, like traditional, maybe Indian hatha yogis would say, Reiki is bad, it's like not a good thing to be working with the Reiki energy because it messes up with the karma, and you're clearing karma you have no business clearing, or it somehow disturbs things as they are. And I think I have asked that to some of my teachers, but the sense I get is that it doesn't, because we all have free will, and like karma operates in a free will world where all the physical beings have free will and all of the non-physical beings on non-physical reality levels of reality dimensions, if you will, have free will as well. So cause and effect is all still taking place. But as we go back through time and heal different things in the past, I think if anything, that's helping clear karma, that's helping absolve karma, that's helping the person in the present moment move into a more positive, optimistic, empowered future where they're going to be performing more acts of good, more acts of kindness, and carrying positive karma into the future. And I mean, even talking about this time stuff, it's like, it's so non-linear too. Like, we're just stuck in our little like human 3D material perspectives about how time works too. So me even talking about it in this way is like very limited and narrow. Whereas in reality, it's all we have is now, present moment. Everything's happening at once. Everything's happening simultaneously. Y'all's minds blown yet? A lot of y'all know this, and maybe some of you don't, but yeah, that's again, because everything's happening at the same time is the fundamental law, the quantum reality we're dealing with, which is why the Reiki can seemingly move through time and space anywhere it's needed, in any location, physical, non-physical, or otherwise. It's really not a problem. So cool. And that's the thing, Reiki connects you to that. Reiki connects me to that more expanded, more absolute, more ultimate level of reality, and makes it so that I can have direct experiences of it. So it starts getting real heady, like, quantum physics and like, levels of reality and like dimensions and stuff. And your mind starts exploding a little bit, right? But Reiki and the distance symbol and all of this will give you a direct experience of what all that means. So it goes from just being like words and concepts and ideas and like mental masturbation, really, into a visceral, bodily, personal experience where you're like, dude, I get it. Like, I get the dimensions, or I get how everything is happening at once, because I can access the past in my present moment with this cool Reiki symbol. I mean, how freaking cool is that? And that's the thing. It's like a lot of this stuff, when people are going through a spiritual awakening, I know this was myself, I went raw vegan in 2014. I started like following Teal Swan and Ralph Smart, and learning about like astral projection and lucid dreaming and all this cool stuff. And a lot of the more subtleties of reality, and like star children and star seeds and all this stuff is like really, really cool. Like a lot of really cool concepts and a lot of cool ways of thinking about things. But like, how about having a direct experience of the concepts, so that you don't just know them in your head, and you're not able to just like maybe think about them in a cool way, or articulate them, or share them, or talk about them, but you're actually able to directly experience it and understand it at this level of direct experience, not just this level of, I can sound pretty cool talking about it. It's like, nah, like, I did it. I know that there's truth to that too. And that brings a whole new dimension of belief too for you, and empowerment in whatever this seemingly like cool quantum out there information is. It's like, yeah, like I know it's legit because I had that direct experience. And Reiki, Holy Fire Reiki, is a shamanic tool that will allow you to access the direct experience of these more expanded realities, this expanded sense of who you are, what it means to be human, what it means to be a spiritual being, having a human experience, what it means to, live in a universe, what does God mean, what does unconditional love mean, and to have the direct experience of being that unconditional love, being that, connecting to that egoless unconditional love through time-space that travels back to yourself during that dark time, and pulling yourself through, being that light for yourself, and merging fully with that light. It's making me cry right now because it's so beautiful. It's so real. It's so real. It reminds me, if any of y'all have seen the movie Interstellar, and they're talking about love being like the fifth dimension or something. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. But I went and I saw it. I saw it in theaters, and then I immediately saw it. I took 2 other friends the next days to go back and see it because I was like, they know what's up. It hit me so hard because love is truly it. I think Reiki is love. Reiki helps connect us with love, the love that we are, the love that is everything. And so that you can truly experience what unconditional love means, what egolessness means, what formlessness means, what we're all made of, what everything is all made of. And thus, start touching that limitlessness, start touching that infiniteness that we all are, going within, microcosm, and going without macrocosm. And then feeling, I do that, and then I'm reminded of the torus, the toroid, and that how we're like a clear light channel, this tube, this prana tube, this nadi channel through the body, creating this toroidal field, right? And that's what's so important. And I teach in my course, the Best Kept Secrets course, is really how to clear out this channel so you can experience that very profoundly and very deeply, and start accessing some of this next level Reiki stuff that I'm talking about, which, your people's perceptions of all this stuff I'm talking about, it's different. It's different from everybody. I'm sharing my perspective and what I've gained from it and what I experience about it and how Reiki is for me too. But everyone's experience of this more shamanic, holy fire Reiki energy is different. And guess what? Every single one is valid. Every single one is beautiful. If you want to come to Reiki and just work with Jesus and the Blessed Virgin Mary, you can. If you want to come to Reiki and you want nothing to do with God and Jesus and Blessed Virgin Mary, angels and saints, etc., you want to work with ascended ET masters, that is freaking cool. If you want to come to Reiki and you don't want to work with any non-physical beings, you just want to work with pure white consciousness, white light, pure consciousness energy, high vibe, super high vibe, healing, awake energy, you can do that too. And any range of perceptions is fully, I want to fully empower and welcome and encourage all of that. I share from my belief system and my experiences because that's what I know, and I happen to really like how I perceive all this stuff. It's very exciting. It's very fulfilling. It's very fun for me, and that's the kind of thing that Reiki can help you connect to, and really whatever your belief system is, it can empower you to have more direct experiences that will give your beliefs, your faith, that next level of just I as Tanny Ross says, I know that I know that I know. I know that I know that I know. You have this depth, this foundation, this anchoring in your beliefs that is like, it is the most empowering, exciting, like alive feeling that I've ever had. So that's just like a little nugget of what's possible with this distance symbol. Trying to think of anything else I want to share on this topic. If y'all are having any questions or concerns or thoughts Reiki related, you could ask them. That would be cool. I've also experienced Reiki classes as a student taught online, so all the Reiki is distant. And I just want to say that was just as powerful as the in-person Reiki class experience. Like, I've had both. I've had the Reiki class in person, and it's cool. I mean, y'all know, hanging out with people, you're in the same room, you're like really feeling their energy fields, and like you're able to like drink smoothies with them or whatever. And it's really cool to hang out and be in person and actually receive and give Reiki through physical touch. But also, I had my Reiki Master in ART, and I retook Reiki 1 and 2. I've taken Reiki 1 and 2 twice, and that's another thing I'll mention. Maybe you're like, I've already taken Reiki 1 and 2, I don't need to take it again. Well, I took it again. I'm really glad I took it again. It was completely different, and it was a lot deeper. It was even deeper than the first time I took Reiki 1 and 2. And the first time, it was blowing my mind and my heart and my soul and my spirit out of the water. It was so awesome. So taking it the next time, it was like, next level. So, and I'll take it again. I'll take it again. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I really look forward to teaching it. But yeah, the in-person versus online, I took Reiki 1, 2, ART, which is Advanced Reiki Training and Master, all online with my Reiki teacher, and it was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. You can still feel the other people's energies. And I also still felt like it was a divine circle. It was like a divinely organized bringing together of all these people who like I needed to connect with. And like, you still like when you enter any group, and it's like you really vibe with certain people, you really resonate, but also like, in the Reiki class, like I could appreciate everyone's like unique little contribution and like energetic puzzle that we were all creating together. So there was still, the magic was still there. And y'all, if anything, it feels more magical, like I said, to do the distant Reiki, to do all this stuff online, because you're having one of the most, if not the most profound experiences, spiritually fulfilling experiences, human fulfilling, mind, body, soul, and spirit fulfilling, deeply connecting, empowering, activating experiences of your life. And you're not even in person, and you're receiving all this tremendous healing, not touching anyone, not even like really face-to-face meeting anyone. Like, it's happening online. It's changing your life, and it's changing who you are and how you are. And it's like, dang, yeah, the online classes, like where it's at, the online Reiki sessions, where it's at, in person, still obviously really great too. And you bet your butt I already have this whole like retreat thing planned that I want to give in person, and it is so ultimate, it is so next level. It's going to take a while for me to like put all the pieces together, but like, it's going to be like the full freaking package and beyond. Like to infinity and beyond. Like that should probably be the name of it. That's where it will take you. But in the meantime, yeah, y'all can join my free mini course, The Best Kept Secrets of Radiant Health and Spiritual Awakening. It's a video course. And then there's also the sign up for my Reiki 1 and 2 online class waitlist, and that class I will be offering in May 22nd, May 23rd, because I told y'all I like the repeating numbers. I was like, May 22nd, that's what we doing. It's a Saturday, Sunday, Reiki 1 on Saturday, Reiki 2 on Sunday, and it's like full day event. It's phenomenal. It'll be on Zoom. and it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it tremendously, because this will be my first time teaching it, and I understand that when you teach, it's like a full-on, like, different level of Reiki healing and empowerment and awesome juiciness. And I mean, it's been so juicy for me to receive Reiki trainings as a student. I really look forward to what it feels like being the teacher and holding that space, because Reiki has empowered me to really step into this. And, you know, I did my master training almost a year ago, and right out the gate, I was like, I know I want to teach Reiki. But again, with the divine timing of things, you know when you know that you're ready. You know. And Reiki also has helped me heal. I could have taught immediately after. You're qualified. I certainly had the depth of experience that, and I'm good at talking about this stuff. I'm good at articulating, like, really complicated things, as y'all know. So I could have taught it then, but Reiki in this last almost a year since my training has really helped heal all that stuff I was telling y'all about, like the self-doubt, the self-criticism, the self-judgment, the self-sabotage, all that crap that holds us back from really stepping into our potential, really stepping into our power. Reiki will heal and strip away all that BS, okay? All of it. And empower the authentic self. Empower the inner authority. Empower you to be all that you are. And touch that and know that and emanate that and radiate that and love that fully and love yourself fully, so that you are just oozing, gushing, just exploding love at everything and everyone around you. And they can't help but feel a little bit better just being around you. I'll leave y'all with that. I love y'all so much. Thanks for being here. Much love to you. Check out the link in bio for all my stuff, or the description down below. Much love. Namaste, friends. Namaste. I'm going YouTube live right after this. Like, I'll take a little break, but if y'all want YouTube live, Taylor A. Norris, we're talking about different stuff, period stuff, and a bit shamanism actually too. So YouTube live is happening in just a few minutes if y'all want to join me there. I'm going to get more beverages, take a bathroom break, and we'll be on YouTube live on Taylor A. Norris, my YouTube channel. The link for my channel is in my bio, because we're just getting that party started. See y'all there.